Welcome to the 11th video of our rapid series where we discuss all the important current affairs which you can use for your preparation of the prelims 2022. And let's begin with our today's video. The first topic that we are going to discuss today is about algorithmic trading, algo trading. So, algorithmic trading is something that automates the process of buying or selling of stocks. For example, we have Sensex in India. We hear the news of Sensex going down or Sensex coming down, and where we buy shares, the retailers, the normal consumers, they buy shares of different companies. They sell the shares. So these activities go on. So such buying and selling of stocks, these shares or stocks as you call it. So these 50% of such buying and selling, the 50% of such transaction in India happens through algorithmic trading. So that means there are some predefined instructions which is fed to the computer system, to the software, and based on certain instructions that on such under certain situation, under certain business scenario, or under certain parameters of the functioning of the particular corporations. So basically, under if certain threshold criteria is satisfied, then this much percentage of share should be sold, or this much percentage of share should be bought. So this entire process is regulated through algorithm, through the predefined algorithm. So that is called algorithmic trading. So this is done basically to speed up the entire process. If humans are involved for this entire process without the use of any algorithm, then the same thing will take a lot of time. But if it is automated with the help of algorithm, which is already fed into the system, and the system knows that if the company performs uh, on based on such parameters and satisfies certain thresholds or certain parameters, then in that case this much amount of stock should be sold automatically and this much amount of stock should be bought. So if such instructions is already given to the computer, to the software, then such entire activity is speeded up when and that is done in a very quick manner as compared to the human involvement or only human involvement. So this algorithmic trading in India, around 50% of such trading happens with algorithmic trading. Not all the trading, not 100% of it, but yeah, 50% of it is being traded with the use of algorithm in India. And so there is a possibility that this can also be misused. So the algorithm may be tampered with or can be misused to benefit one particular corporation, and to bring into monopolization of one particular corporation. So such concerns are there with all algorithmic trading, and that is why SEBI is seeking to regulate this algorithmic trading. So far, SEBI has also released many circulars to regulate this entire framework, but SEBI is looking for a more broad and standard guidelines that should be released to regulate this, because earlier when it was not there, when algorithmic trading was not there, so no such rule came up by SEBI. So now, since more and more algorithms of such trading is happening based on these algorithms, so there is a need that one standard set of guidelines be there in place, so that any misuse should be identified in the beginning itself and should be controlled. The market should be more regulated, and the shareholders, the stockholders, should not suffer because of any such misuse. So that is about algorithmic trading. Then it has been in news because SEBI recently expressed that there should be more of regulation from the end of SEBI for this algorithmic trading to stop its misuse or possible misuse in future. So this is about algorithmic trading. Next is the World Drug Report 2021. So firstly, whenever any report comes up, जो पहली चीज आपको याद रखनी है कि वो रिपोर्ट कौन सी इंस्टीट्यूट से निकाली गई है. So this is released by UNODC, that is United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. So this report is released by this particular UN agency, and 2021 report was released recently. So the main point that was taken from that report was that the use of dark web uh, is increased, and because of this use of dark web, the drug sales has increased by nearly 4 times. Okay, and Afghanistan is the largest opium producing area, and the opium which is produced in this area has been consistently growing over the 5 years. there has been 37% increase in the amount of opium produced as compared to 2020, as compared to 2019. In 2020, there has been 37% increase, and Afghanistan largest opium producer, and also the non during the pandemic, the non-medical use of cannabis and sedatives have also increased. So these are the main points, but the most important point here is that this report is released by UNODC, and next important point is that Afghanistan is the largest producer of opium, and that is also pretty much something that you can extract also from the different other news that you read. Okay, so this is about this topic. Next is Indian Ocean Naval Symposium IONS. So in this seventh edition of this IONS, Indian Ocean Naval Symposium was recently hosted, and it was hosted by the French Navy, and it was in Paris. So it was at Paris, it was the seventh edition, and it was hosted by the French Navy. And about this IONS is it was conceived by Indian Navy in the year 2008. So Indian Navy ने ही इसको conceptualize किया था, and that was way back in 2008. So it was conceptualized as a forum, मतलब ऐसा कोई forum जिसमें हम cooperation कर सके maritime basis पे. So all those countries who are surrounding this Indian Ocean region, so all that means all the littoral states of the Indian Ocean region, so they came together. So it was the idea conceived by India that all such countries should come together, should form a forum kind of thing where there will be more of maritime cooperation. They can discuss of how to improving the cooperation. So for this purpose, the forum was envisaged by the Indian Navy in 2008. So provides an open and inclusive platform for discussions on regionally relevant maritime issues. So this is about IONS. Next is Operation Sankalp. So Operation Sankalp, under this, one of the Indian Navy ship that goes by the name of Trikan. So this was recently deployed in the Persian Gulf. So the purpose was to ensure that the trade that is going on in that area, the naval trade that is going on in that area, should be secure. And just to maintain that patrolling and to ensure security, the Indian Navy sent its Trikan ship in that area, and this whole operation is known as Operation Sankalp. So it is in Indian Navy's effort to maintain a frontline ship in the region, to ensure safe and secure movement of trade and instill confidence, contribute to the maritime security. So basically, for the purpose of safety and patrolling, this ship was sent. The operation is called Sankalp. Next is Vella, VELA. So Vella comes under Project 75. It is a type of submarine, and the project is called Project 75. Under Project 75, this is a project to build submarines. Under this 6 submarines will be built, and out of those 6, 4 submarines are already there or have already been built. They are Kalvari, Kanderi, Karanja, and the fourth one is Vella, VELA. Okay, so these are to be delivered to the Indian Navy under Project 75. So it includes the construction of 6 submarines of Scorpion design. So these terms, how many submarines? 6. The project name is called Project 75, and Scorpion design is the name of the design of these submarines. So this is being constructed at this Mazagon dock which is in Mumbai. So this is also important. So some of the features of this particular submarine is it is anti-surface warfare, anti-submarine warfare, intelligence gathering, mine laying, area surveillance. So in all these areas, in all these applications, Vella can be utilized, Vella can be deployed. And it is the 4th out of 6 to be constructed under this project. Next is the Annual Status of Education Report, ASER. So this is facilitated by an NGO. That NGO is Pratham, and in coordination with the Ministry of Education. So they collaborate and they take not exactly in collaboration with, but yeah, this ESER report is being prepared by the Pratham NGO, and even our budget and even our ministries, they take inputs from these reports, which is released every year. So it is an annual report, It is an annual survey conducted by this Pratham NGO every year that uh, goes to every rural district in India to study, to survey how many students are going to the school and what is their learning level. Okay, or their learning outcomes. And it is not a school based, basically it is not a school based survey, it is a household based survey. So it's not like they go to like in normal other surveys, uh, the researchers, they go to the schools and they do the survey, but here it is household based survey. So they go to the households and they survey the children who go to the school. So this is the difference here, and it is the largest citizen led survey in India. And it is conducted every year, and ये 2005 से ये conduct हो रहा है, and since 2005 every year it is conducted in all the rural districts. So the main purpose is to estimate the learning level of the children who are going to school. And according to the ESA report released recently, it showed a clear shift from private to government school. So that is interesting thing that between 2018 to 2021, so there has been shift of students from the private schools to the government schools. And it's not just in one particular section, in almost all the grades, and among both boys and girls, this trend was visible that more people are switching their schools, are shifting from the private schools to the government schools. So that is one interesting takeaway. And one more thing which came out from this report was the number of students who are taking tuitions along with their schools. So that number also increased between 2018 and 2021, the same period. So and this has increased mostly amongst the disadvantaged households. Disadvantaged means they lack certain category, certain threshold parameters, and those are called the disadvantaged households. So in the same time period, 2018 to 2021, the number of students switching from the private to the government schools and the number of students taking tuitions along with their schools, both of it increased. So this is one trend that came out of this report. So this is it for today, and we'll be meeting again with a set of 5 to 6 new topics. Till then, you keep studying well, and all the very best.